My name is Dawn Gregg, and I have 3 stores in Spokane, Washington. Every year we put up a Christmas light display in the park outside Sacred Heart Children's Hospital in Spokane, Washington for the patients, their families, and the staff. The idea was to give the patients a little bit of Christmas, because if they're spending the night in the hospital Christmas Eve, you want them to have a little bit of joy.
The Christmas lights at Cali Park really have become a beloved tradition for our patients, for our caregivers, and for our community.
The day it's over, we think about what we want to do for the next year, how we want to improve it. Dawn and I and Bruce, we all get together and figure out what the lights we need, and we just start ordering what we need to make the park better next year. That's our goal every year, is to make it better.
The lights that are in all the trees and are on the ground and in the river that goes through the park, those are all donated from Dawn and her family and her Ace Hardware stores. She donates the lights, the extension cords, the zip ties, her time.
So the team that works on this project is always volunteers. They love the joy it brings the kids.
It's really fun the week leading up to the Cali Park lighting because everyone kind of looks down at the park and watches everything getting set up. Our team often jokes that we need more adjectives to describe Dawn because we get so tired of using amazing, generous, inspiring, but she really is all of those things.
She's the first one to show up, the last one to leave, the first one to raise her hand, to make a donation.
She's very selfless. She gives more of herself than she has to give at times. It makes me want to strive to do more.
Ace Hardware is an incredible community partner. They consistently raise over $400,000 every year that stays here in Spokane to benefit kids throughout our region. As an example, they funded the complete remodel of our general pediatrics floor and took it from a space that looked like it had been stuck in the 1980s to really reflecting a state-of-the-art children's hospital.
Our local Children's Miracle Network champion family, who represents our hospital, gets to come and actually flip the giant switch to turn the lights on.
Everybody, you ready?
We are ready.
All right, count us down, Santa.
3, 2, 1.
This is one of my favorite days of the year. As a caregiver, it's really exciting to see how the community rallies around the patients and families and the caregivers at Sacred Heart.
This is just one of the things that Dawn does in the community, but it is a huge one. Doing this for them in this season, it's just magical.
My favorite part of the reveal night is when I can look up at the windows and the kids are watching. It's really awesome to see their faces pressed up against the window, and that's why I do this.
I love Christmas and I love doing that kind of thing, so I get joy out of that. The joy that you see from others is the most rewarding thing for me. It's always better to give than receive.
To have that bright light coming from the park can really help lift the spirits of our patients.
I just want to thank Dawn Gregg and all of our Ace Hardware partners for their support of Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. You really do bring the magic of Christmas to our kids and represent just the generosity of spirit that we celebrate during the holidays.
I often get comments that I had a really bad day today, and just seeing the lights gave me a little bit of peace. There have been years where I've been down in the park putting up lights, and there's been staff come down to the park just for a moment of pause because they've had a really tough case. That just makes me want to do it even more.